What up guys, Mizukage here. Today I'll be giving you part 10 of What If Naruto was a Titan Shifter. So I was gonna upload part 10 right after I did part 9, but it didn't upload, so yeah. Oh, and for the video playing in the background, that was made by VV Vibes on TikTok. Credit to him. Now let's get into the what if. So last time we left off, it was Sasuke versus the Raikage, and the Raikage was just about to double stomp Sasuke's Susanoo, but then some sand blocked it, and then it was revealed that it was God, Tamari and Conqueror. So God then tells the Raikage, leave this to me. So the Raikage, he moves in kind of a disagreement, but he still moves. So Sasuke then charges at Gara with the Chidori in his hand. So then Gara puts up some sand to deflect it. Sasuke then appears behind Gara, kicks him in the back, does a double kick in the air, kicking both Tamari and Conqueror. So then Tamari and Conqueror go flying. Then two Sugetsus, because Sugetsu had made a water clone, come out the ground and slice both of them, killing Conqueror. Then Sasuke then charges at Gara once again, and then they get into a taijutsu battle. It's more of Sasuke versus Gara Saiyan more than Gara versus Sasuke. Then eventually, only after a few seconds of taijutsu battling, Sasuke appears above Gara and does a cycle kick into his head, giving him a concussion. Then Sasuke makes a Chidori, stabs Gara in the chest, and Gara goes flying back. Tamari then throws a wind scythe at Sasuke. Sasuke then does a backflip into the air and says, Phoenix style, fire style, Phoenix flower jutsu, shoots multiple fireballs at the wind style, enhancing the fireball jutsu and sending it over to Tamari. Now Tamari, she's dumb, pretty stupid, so she sends some more wind style at the wind style fireball to stop it, making the fireball even bigger, destroying Tamari. Then the Raikage comes out of nowhere and lariats Sasuke all the way into the 5 Kage summon room. Sasuke just goes flying past all the 5 Kage. Then he sees Danzo. He gets up and starts chasing him. Kain gets in the room, says Danzo is escaping. Then Danzo makes a hole in the wall. As Sasuke is about to escape, the Mizukage Mei spits lava at the wall, sealing it off completely. Now that Mei has sealed off the wall, Sasuke looks back. He's like, I'll have to deal with you, I see. Appears beside Mei, kicks her through the wall. Then Sasuke uses some fire style to seal up the wall, so it's just a one-on-one. Then Mei does a backflip. It says water style, water vapor jutsu, and shoots a whole bunch of vapor all around the room. And then she increases the heat of the water vapor, basically burning Sasuke alive. Now Sasuke, he makes a Susanoo, and then makes a Susanoo arm and punches through the wall, making it Mei will have to stop the water vapor jutsu, or it's gonna reach the other 5 Kages and kill them. So then Mei stops the water vapor. Now Sasuke, he jumps through the ceiling, grabs Mei, then throws her. Then he shoots 6 Phoenix flower jutsus at her. Then he appears behind her mid-air, stabs a Chidori through her heart, killing her. Then, while they're still mid-air, the Raikage appears out of nowhere and throws Sasuke all the way back down. Sasuke then activates his Susanoo to cushion the blow, you could say. So then, Sasuke sees the Raikage coming at him full speed ahead. Sasuke then moves out the way, grabs the Raikage with his Susanoo, and throws him up in the air, and then activates his armored Susanoo with the crossbow, and shoots it at the Raikage, sending the Raikage flying away from the 5 Kage summit. And then Sasuke looks behind him. He sees Danzo on the bridge running. Then Sasuke appears in front of him, cuts his head clean off. Sasuke was thinking to himself, is that all of Danzo Chimara? Then he looks behind him and he sees Danzo standing right there. Sasuke then appears behind him again, Chidori in hand, stabs him through the heart. Then they proceed to do this 2 more times. Then Danzo appears, and then he sees Itachi behind him. It's like, Itachi, was this you all along? And then Itachi bursts into a thing of crows, and Sasuke's in front of Danzo. Then Danzo says, paralysis jutsu, stunning Sasuke, and he can't move. Danzo then kicks Sasuke in the jaw, sending him flying off the pedestal they were on. Then Danzo looks at his arm and sees, I have 4 more Sharingan. Then Sasuke appears behind him and kicks his head clean off. Then Danzo appears again and he sees 3 more Sharingan. Then he runs towards Kain and takes her hostage. Then Danzo's like, what are you gonna do now? I have your comrade hostage. And then Sasuke makes a lightning blade and makes it and shoves it through Danzo and Kain's chest. Then Danzo tries to use Izanagi. Then he wonders to himself, why is it not working? Then he looks at his arm again and he has 0 Sharingan. So when Danzo had looked behind him and saw Itachi, boom, Sasuke put him in a genjutsu right then and there. So then Danzo's running for his life. Sasuke's walking behind him. Then Danzo turns around, unwraps his left arm, and a whole bunch of wood style just burst out of his left arm. Sasuke then moves out the way. Danzo then rips off his shirt, revealing an 8 trigrams telegram seal. And Danzo's about to basically self-destruct. Then Toby comes out of nowhere, picks up Sasuke, and carries him away. Now, Toby appears back in the 5 Kage summit room with Sasuke on his shoulder. Says, this is not the end of this. Not me, Madara Uchiha, now commence the 4th Great Shinobi War for the Eye of the Moon plan. Then Toby convoys away. So then Toby convoys around like to the bottom of the bridge where the water is. And then he sets Sasuke down on his feet and they proceed to walk away. But then a whole bunch of shadow clones just come flying at them. Sasuke then dodges Toby calmly away on top of the bridge. Toby then sees who it is, says, the 9 Tails, Kakashi of the Sharingan, and the Wood Star user, and calmly away, leaving it to Sasuke. So now, Naruto and Sasuke are at a standoff. Naruto runs at Sasuke, Sasuke runs at Naruto, and they get into a taijutsu battle. So then, Sasuke grabs Naruto's arm, kicks him in his leg, kicks him in the face, then grabs Naruto's other arm, does the hand signs for fireball jutsu, uses his chest as a kick up, does a black backflip, shoots 2 fireballs at Naruto. Naruto dodges the other one, and then he makes a shadow clone. Then Naruto makes Rasengan, and the shadow clone spins him around, catapulting him through the fireball. He's about to Rasengan Sasuke, then Sasuke puts up his Susanoo to deflect it. Now, Sasuke activates his 3 mode Sharingan. Naruto activates Sage mode. Then they go hand-to-hand combat once again. Naruto getting an upper hand. He uses Sasuke's chest as a kick up, does a backflip, and does Shadow Clone Jutsu, sending around 3 Shadow Clones diving at Sasuke. Sasuke then dodges, but he doesn't see the shadow clone that appeared right on his right side, which kicks him up in the air. And now the real Naruto's still in the air. So then the real Naruto makes a Rasengan, and the shadow clone under Sasuke kicks him up even higher. Naruto then Rasengan Sasuke in his stomach, sending Sasuke under the water. Sasuke then comes out the water with his Susanoo in hands, shooting crossbows at Naruto. Naruto dodges and weaves and starts running up the wall. Sasuke shoots an arrow at Naruto while he's running on the wall. Then, when the smoke clears, he sees Sasuke in front of him. Sasuke kicks him down. Naruto then makes shadow clones in midair, and the shadow clones grab onto the wall, and they swing Naruto back at Sasuke. Naruto kicks Sasuke back onto what's remaining of the bridge. Now, Naruto is on top of Sasuke, and he's unloading on Sasuke's face with a fury of punches. Then Sasuke pushes Naruto off, then tries to stab him with the Chidori sword. Then Naruto makes a Rasengan, and the Chidori sword and the Rasengan clash. Now, then a massive explosion happens, sending both Naruto and Sasuke flying off the bridge, destroying what was remaining of the bridge. So Naruto and Sasuke are weakened right now. Then Toby appears out of nowhere, calmly away Sasuke, says, "Kakashi has the Sharingan. We'll meet later in the 4th Great Shinobi War." Then Toby calmly away. Then Kakashi picks up Naruto and they head back out to the Leaf Village. So now we time skip around a week or so. Naruto is being held captive by the 5 Kage, with the 4 Kages in the Cloud Village. So then Naruto says, I need to fight this war. So then he breaks out, and then he sees 6 people: Iruka, a Noah clan member, an Inazuka clan member, an Akamichi member, and 2 other clans from the Cloud Village. And Naruto's wondering, why won't they let me out? Naruto then says, let me go fight this war. They need me in the battlefield. Iruka says no, and then he says now. Then the Noah clan member puts Naruto in the shadow stitching. Naruto's like, you really think this is gonna hold me? He activates Sage Mode and blitzes past all of them. So then Naruto would meet up with Killer Bee. Killer Bee would say, well, if you want to fight this war by yourself, then you're gonna need the power of the Kyuubi. So they go to this waterfall where you can supposedly master your tailed beast. They go inside the waterfall, and Killer Bee tells Naruto, okay, I want you to sit here and meditate until you get into your mindscape. Once you get into your mindscape, you need to fight the Nine Tails and take its chakra. Then Naruto does what Killer Bee says. So then Naruto opens his eyes and he sees a cage with a seal. It's like, you must be the Nine Tails. He then walks up and he puts his shot in his mouth and then takes off the seal and unseals it from his stomach. The Nine Tails then burst out, shoots a tailed beast bomb at Naruto. Naruto then moves out the way, activating Sage Mode. Then Naruto makes around 200 shadow clones, and they all make Odama Rasengan and are charging at Kurama. Kurama then uses his tails to block it. Then 3 shadow clones, one comes up front with the Rasen Shuriken, and 2 others come on the sides with Rasen Shurikens in their hands, and they hit Kurama with both Rasen Shurikens. Then some other shadow clones come up from behind Kurama and grabs his tail, pulling them down. So then all the shadow clones that were getting blocked by Kurama's tails then hit Kurama in the back. Then Naruto charges at Kurama with 2 Rasen shurikens in hand, hitting him in the nose with 2 Rasen shurikens. Kurama's then sent onto his back. Then 7 more shadow clones appear, each with a Rasen shuriken in the hand, and they throw him at Kurama's stomach, making a huge explosion. Then Naruto makes around another 600 shadow clones, and they all grab Kurama's tails. So then Naruto begins to pull out Kurama's chakra, and then he closes his eyes. And when he opens them again, he's in a white space. Then he looks around, and he sees a red-haired woman. So he's like, "You must be the Nine-Tails in its true form." Then this red-haired woman hits Naruto upside his head, says, "No, why would I be that terrible beast?" Naruto says, "Then who are you?" Then the red-haired woman, we all know as Kushina, says, "So Minato never told you about me." Naruto's like, "So you're my mom?" "Yes." So then Naruto and Kushina proceed to hug. Naruto and Kushina then talk about how Naruto's life was and all that, and then Kushina says, "You're gonna need help with that till beast I can sell," and touches Naruto, and then Kushina proceeds to fade away. Naruto then opens his eyes again, and then he sees the Nine-Tails, and then a whole bunch of Uzumaki seal chains come out Naruto's back, all wrapping around the Nine-Tails. Then Naruto pulls out the Nine-Tails chakra, and then when he opens his eyes again, he has this golden aura surrounding him. And that's where I'm gonna end it off, guys. So yeah, that's What If Naruto Was a Time Shifter, part 10. And you guys should be expecting another video today, if I can get it out, because my voice kind of does hurt. So yep, that's it. Like, subscribe, share, and Mizukage signing off.